Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna give you guys like a little story time. As you can see by the title of the video, since people always ask me like, how did you find out, or like I should do like videos like this on YouTube. So this is like really not in my category, you know, it's like a little story, so I might as well just say yeah. So but we're gonna reverse time a little bit and I'm gonna show you what happened the night before I found out I was pregnant, you know, and give you guys a little in scoop. So we're gonna show you that right now. Wait. So as you can see, I was having a lot of fun, and so we're gonna go all the way back to March. So I started using this Flow app. If you don't know what that is, it's like a little period tracker, and it's also a pregnancy tracker, and you could track your ovulation days, like you can track symptoms, like a whole bunch of things. I have a lot of friends that they use like these apps to track their period, so like, you know, they know when it's coming. But me, I didn't really care for that. I just like, I know my period's coming, and I just didn't think those apps were really accurate. Let me see, like maybe like it'll really tell me like when my period comes, and you know, let me just try it out. I think I started like in December, but then obviously I waited like January and then February, and then so January and February were like accurate. My friend told me that it takes time for it to like actually like predict the exact day that you get it, because it has to get like used to like, you know, your body. But it got my thing perfectly right. Like January and February, I got my period exactly when the app told me. Now let's skip to March. So my friend, she had just moved into like a new house, like a new apartment. She just wanted to have like a little housewarming little day, you know, something before like this virus gets worse and then we're just trapped inside forever. Before we started taking shots, I had like this weird, like, I don't know, my body just felt weird. Like as soon as they started bringing the bottles to the table, it gave me just like a weird like feeling in my body. And plus it was like some liquor I've never drank before. So in my head, I was thinking about pregnancy, but then I'm like, no, like no way, like I'm not pregnant. So there was this other girl there, and then I was talking to her because before we were like, when we were pouring the shots and stuff, I was just telling her like, dude, like I feel weird, like I don't know what it is, like I don't know if I'm nervous. Why would I be nervous? Like I was at my friend's house. I just kept telling myself like maybe it's just this alcohol brand that I've never seen. I never even tried this alcohol brand, so I was like, I'm just gonna like ignore it. But then this girl, it was funny because like she makes like little jokes and stuff. She's like, ooh girl, you're pregnant. And I'm like,
What?
like it's weird because I did have that thought. I don't know why. Like every time I feel sick or anything, like I have this feeling like I have like food poisoning, because I don't ever get sick. I'm like, what do you mean you sense it? She's like, girl, I could just know that you're pregnant. It also happens to me like every time I overthink something, like it just gets worse and worse and worse. I literally just thought this in my head, but I didn't even say it out loud. I kept saying, I'm like, no, I'm not. I'll know if I'm pregnant if I start throwing up like my liquor, and because I don't throw up my liquor. And after that, it just like passed on. But I just kept thinking about that because she really just said it. Like she said it out of nowhere. Like, wow, like I was just thinking about this. Then like we just started drinking, dancing, like, you know, just having fun, like a little girls thing. Fast forward, I usually could drink more, but for some reason I just stopped. Like my body was like, nah, I don't want to drink no more. Everybody was drunk. I ended up just sleeping over. I just don't feel like driving home. I fell asleep on the couch. My Flow app, like the little app, the period tracker app, it was telling me you get your period tomorrow. So this happened on a Thursday night, and I was supposed to get my period on Friday. I wasn't getting no period symptoms. That was also it too, because like I was like, maybe my stomach hurts because I'm about to get my period, but it wasn't that type of like hurt. It was because I know when my period comes, I have like stomach cramps. I don't have no nauseous stomach or none of that. I just get cramps, like really, really bad cramps. Like, I didn't get nothing yet. Like I didn't get no cramps. I just have like an upset stomach. So I'm like, what's going on? I woke up that morning like at 6 a.m. because like I felt like a little nauseous. But I thought I felt nauseous because I was like, maybe I drank too much and I didn't eat enough before I came. Like, cause I think I barely ate before I started drinking. And she was like, oh, like I'll make you like ramen noodles. So ramen noodle just made me feel like even more sick. Like I was like, no. And I love ramen noodle. Like if you know me, I love ramen noodle. I told my friend, I'm like, I told her what the other girl had told me, and I'm like, yo, like if I throw up, between like now and like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. bro, I think I'm pregnant, because she literally said it. But then, you know, obviously I started drinking, so I wasn't really like, I didn't care what she said, until then the next morning it hit me again that like she really said that. So I didn't throw up that morning, because I was eating the ramen noodle. It was making me feel really sick, and I thought I was gonna throw up, but I didn't. But I could barely finish it. She was like, don't worry, don't worry. So okay, I'm like, let me just go home. So I went home like at 7 a.m. So I get home, and then I just keep feeling weird. Like, I'm waiting for my period to come, because that app was so accurate, like for like 2 or 3 months. Like, it was so accurate. So it's like I have to be getting my period today. So I'm like, okay, I'm waiting all day, I'm waiting all day. This app telling me is, so I'm gonna believe the app, because it told me the whole other 2 months. So it was like accurate on the same day. So now it gets already like late afternoon, and I'm just like, why am I not getting my period? Like, I'm not getting cramps, I'm not getting nothing. And then like, I just can't take no more. My period is supposed to come already. Like, it's supposed to already be here. I had a friend that was over. We was doing some little creative craft in like my other room. So I told her, I think I'm gonna just buy like pregnancy tests, but I know I'm probably gonna get my period either tonight or tomorrow. I didn't want to go spending like, I wasn't even really for sure that I was pregnant, so I was like, yo, I'm not gonna go buy me some clear blue like pregnancy test. I literally went to the Dollar Tree and I bought me like 2 pregnancy tests. I'm just buying this to see, but I doubt I'm pregnant. It just probably delayed because of alcohol. Like, I was making a bunch of excuses in my head, thinking like, I'm not. Okay, so we come back from the dollar store, and I end up just taking the pregnancy test. I'm like, yo, let me just take it right now. So I go in the bathroom. So I'll pee on the little stick, like, you know, like every other pregnancy test. And then like, boom, boom, boom. Boom, like, you know, usually you have to wait like a minute, 2 minutes or whatever to let the pee sit on the stick. Like, it's like as soon as I peed, it literally just showed like double lines. They were dark. It wasn't like one was faded and one looked off. Like, you know, some people be thinking like they can't read the pregnancy test when it's like common sense. Like, it's either like 1 line or 2 lines. Like, it just... 2 bold lines. No, this can't be 2 lines. Like, I wasn't gonna tell nobody. I left it like in the corner of my sink, and then I went in the room, and then like I was just quiet, like, and then I just kept doing whatever I was doing with my friend. I brought it up. Those pregnancy tests that I just bought, they just came out saying I'm pregnant. She was like, what? No way. And I'm like, yes, bro. And I was like, bro, I was so nervous. Like, I was like, no. Bro, like, this is crazy. Like, no way. Like, me, out of all people getting pregnant. If you knew my life before, you know that like I hated being in the house. Now I really gotta sit and like hibernate for like 9 months. But basically, that's how I found out I was pregnant. And I'm gonna give you like a little rundown on how I told my parents. I tried to keep it from them for so long. It was bad. Like, I wanted to wait till I start showing. Then if I start showing, they can't do nothing to me. I didn't even know how far along I was. And then Corona had everything like closed down, like doctor's offices. And around my area, they had like free pregnancy little places where like you could do like an ultrasound for free and see like... I didn't have no insurance. I didn't have nothing. Like, my insurance expired when I was like 19. My health insurance was already expired. Like, I was like, how am I gonna do this? I ended up telling like my boyfriend first, of course, and then that passed. Now it was like the scary part of telling my parents. Weeks went by. Now it's like April. I found out in the middle of March. My parents found out probably like at the end of April. So the way they found out, I started having really bad morning sickness. Like, my morning sickness was all day, all night, like 24/7. Like, it was really bad. If you guys want to know like symptoms and all this crazy stuff that comes with pregnancy that a lot of people don't know, like, I can make another video. But I was throwing up like crazy. It was like 5 in the morning, and I ran to the bathroom and I was like throwing up. Like, it was disgusting. I guess my dad was knocking on the bathroom door like, yo, are you okay? Because like, it's like I was trying to, like, I was like making all these noises throwing up. It's not like I wanted to throw up. Like, I didn't have no food in my system, but I was so nauseous. He asked me if I'm okay, and I'm like, yeah, I just ate something bad. And I just get so nervous. And it's like 4 in the morning. Like, why is he up? So I'm like, yo, like, he knows. But then I'm like, nah. But then my mom, she's nosy. Like, you know, she cleans like my bathroom and stuff. So I guess she already was realizing that I didn't have no pads, and like out or I wasn't buying pads. He kept asking me too, like, did you have your period yet? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm just not gonna tell you, like, because I don't tell her when I have my period. I'm already old enough for that. She could see, like, in the bathroom if I buy pads or not. And I didn't have no pads for like almost 2 months. As soon as my dad told me, okay, my mom's like, you're not pregnant, right? And she's like screaming from her room, and I'm in the bathroom like sick, 4 in the morning. I'm like, why does this lady have to do this to me, like, with my dad around? Like, why? A week later, my throwing up got so bad that I literally had to go to the hospital. Like, one morning, like, I was like, yo, like, take me to the hospital to my boyfriend, because I was just throwing up all night. I couldn't sleep. Like, I was tired, and I just wanted to, I couldn't eat. Like, it was so bad. Like, I felt like horrible. I was losing so much weight. So he takes me to the hospital, and my mom ends up calling me at the hospital, and she's like, where are you? Like, where were you last night? Da, da, da. And I told her, like, I had stepped over my boyfriend's house, and I'm in the hospital now. So she's like, what? Why are you in the hospital? Da, da, da. She started freaking out. This is when COVID happened too, so she thought I had COVID or something. And then I just decided to tell her right there and then, because, like, there's gonna be a hospital bill coming to my house anytime soon. So it's better if she just finds out I'm at the hospital. So I just told her, like, well, yeah, like, I'm pregnant. Like, I came here because I was throwing up so much. She was like, what? Like, she was just very shocked and very, like, she was really, really upset with me because, you know, I'm young and all this stuff. But she was very upset because she wanted me to, you know, live my life. And I'm the only girl too. Like, I have brothers, and then I'm the last one. I'm the baby. Telling my dad, I was like crying. Like, I didn't even want to see him. Like, I was so scared to see him. Like, I told my mom, you go tell him. And then she went to go tell him, and I was avoiding him for like the whole day. Like, I locked myself in the room. Like, I didn't even want to see his face. So I got interrupted in my video. Just to end the story, like, my dad didn't take it that bad. He felt bad, and, you know, I'm his little girl, so he was upset. But at the same time, he felt bad because he already know that, like, I was crying already. Like, I just didn't know what to do. So yeah, you know, just stay safe out there. You know, the quarantine got everybody popping out babies. I'm one of them, sadly, you know. But there's nothing wrong, you know. Kids are blessings. And yeah, so this is me right now. I'm about to be 7 months in like a week or less. So yes, look at my chicken. That's my little story time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and send me some ideas and I'll record them because I got a lot of time on my hands. So remember to like, comment, subscribe. Bye. Thank you for watching.